summer or the beginning of fall. Many in Washington are back at work in Congress. As we go live today, we are also, I guess, I don't want to say competing because the president is in his own stratosphere of importance and popularity, but we will end the show today with updates from his live press conference from the Oval Office. But before we begin, I want to remind everybody the disclaimer that the views and opinions that are expressed by the guest on the show are not necessarily the views and opinions of the America First Warehouse, Cindy's Corners Productions, WGBB Radio, and all the outlets that feature this show and my writings. And with that, we're going to go into my pearls of wisdom. Just because it's the end of summer doesn't mean it's the end of fun. So we're going to have a very, very short beginning, and we're going to bring back our friends from the team of Gary Morgenstein and team, and more entertainment from a timely topic in the play Walking Charlie. We will have a longer ending, like I said, updates from the White House and what is going on in Washington. Sit back and enjoy Walking Charlie. And I think our guest, we are ready for you to begin.
Okay, here I am. Sorry.
Jackie and Judith are joining us. We got the full crew. We at the Right for America do not cheat you guys out of full entertainment. And with that, author and the collaborator of all this, Gary Morgenstein, start us off with your first act of Walking Charlie.
Well, Walking Charlie is like my other plays. It's set in modern day America, and it's about regular people who were just looking for the slice of the American dream, following the rules, and then suddenly they find that might not be enough. And this one's set in Brooklyn, which I believe is the center of the known universe. We have some of Michelle Coppolino, our directors from Brooklyn, Arthur Gregory Pugh, our actor, and Jackie Kusher, our actor, also from Brooklyn. And it's set, it's a romantic dramedy. And it's about a small businessman struggling to keep his family business open amid rising crime and homelessness and the migrant crisis, and a political immigrant who fled the communist dictatorship in Venezuela. And they are brought together by a pug dog named Charlie. So I'd like to introduce everyone.
Great. We were going to go into further discussion in between acts. Let's start Act 1 now. Walking Charlie by
Lights
Gary
up.
Morgenstein.
Act 1, Scene 1. In Brooklyn Park, afternoon, present time. A park bench, bookend by a garbage can and a small bush.
Shit!
Carrying her shoe, Alondra Delgado hobbles in, trailed by Seth James, who cradles his pug dog, Charlie.
Look at what that thing did!
Sorry.
Oh, you're sorry. My shoe is ruined.
It'll be fine. Just wipe it off.
With what?
Seth fumbles in his pockets and hands over a slip of paper.
No. Paper will scratch the leather.
With loud disgust, Alondra sits and takes tissues from her purse, wiping the shoe.
If you had tissues, why are you bothering me?
Because it's about responsibility. If you have a dog, you should have cleaning utensils.
I had wipes. I had poop bags. I ran out. Charlie got into the chicken vindaloo last night, hence the squirties.
Maybe you should be more careful of what it eats.
Are you accusing me of being a bad dog parent? Okay. Listen, Ms.
I'll remain an anonymous victim.
Well, let me try to clean the shoe.
It's too late, Morte.
How about I get it professionally cleaned?
Like I trust your judgment?
Then take it to your favorite shoe repair.
It's in Baruta,
What's that?
a city in Venezuela, of course.
Well, there's a good place a little closer in Cobble Hill. My roommate uses them all the time. He's pretty picky.
Roommate? Well,
Well, what?
Gay men know about shoes.
Joey's not gay, and neither am I.
What are you getting so upset about? Many people in this country are gay or want to be gay.
Just give me the shoe and I'll bring it in.
I'm supposed to hop around on one leg like a Bugs Bunny?
I'll pay for an Uber as long as you're not going to Venezuela.
So, that's what this is all about.
Excuse me?
Taking advantage of a woman by getting her address. Is that why you come to the park?
Oh, yes, every day.
Well, try harder, Mr. Dog Parent, because I'm not telling you where I live.
Good, because I don't want to know where you live.
And I definitely don't want your address.
It's the goddamn address to the goddamn shoe repair in Cobble Hill.
There's no name.
It says Alberto's freaking shoe repair.
I meant your name, so I can find you and get my money.
You think I'll tell you who I am, Ms. Anonymous Victim?
Because I'll take advantage of you?
You thought I was taking advantage of you.
That's different. I'm an attractive woman.
And I'm not an attractive man.
Well, you're not my type.
Here's my number. Call when you get the bill. We'll meet somewhere public so I feel safe. Come on, Charlie.
End of scene 1.
Well, definitely something that every New Yorker, probably everybody living in a city, can relate to. The multicultural beautiness of America. Because we are the home to everybody from all over the world. And something as simple as walking a dog relates us all. Something that we all have more in common than against each other. So I'm going to ask Michelle, the director, who really Gary considers his right hand on all these plays and bringing them to life. How did you approach this play differently than other plays when you decided to direct it?
Good question. Something. Gary's plays are speak to my heart because they speak to the world that we live in. So it's a reality. So when I approach it, I listen to it, I can relate to it, I live it, we all live it. So it's truly a reality of the world in which we live and the world we want to live in, where people they may come together initially, not so happily, but they wind up understanding one another. They wind up becoming part of this common cause of doing the right thing. And when you're dealing with or directing a writer's work like Gary, you see all of that in all of his work. So it's not that much different, just finding out where the humanity and the kindness is, and then hoping most of the times, I don't even have to hope because it happens, your actors just get it as you go along and discuss life and what's the right thing to do.
So Gary, I'm going to ask you to introduce your cast. I'm going to start with the new person in the crowd.
Yeah.
Judith, come back on and let Gary introduce you.
Judy?
Judith, Arthur, and Jackie, please come back on. This is the beauty of technology.
Hi.
Okay, Gary, you're on. Introduce your cast and start with the new member that we have not met before, Judith.
Judy Bredit Coldenau. She's wonderful, and I'd like to introduce her to everyone.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, Judy.
I think Gary writes beautifully, and he goes right to the heart. This play moved me, and I'm really glad I got to be a part of this. So thank you very much.
What attracted you to this part in particular?
Well, she's such a strong woman, Alondra, and I appreciate that. And there are a lot of Alondras who are out there being so positive and part of our culture. And I'm glad that I got to have this opportunity to play this role.
And how long did it take you to learn the accent?
Oh, I don't know. It just came. You know, I'm from the city, so you hear a lot of different accents in your life from when you're a kid. And it kind of came a little natural to me. Thank you.
And one more question. Tell us a little
Yeah.
bit about yourself outside of working with Gary.
Well, I've done several things with Michelle. She's a wonderful director. And I'm so lucky I got to meet Arthur and Jackie on this. It's a win-win-win. And yeah, so I'm entering a phase of life where I have to find things that are interesting instead of just, you know, doing a job and, you know, doing the same thing over and over again. Now I get to be involved with great people that are creative and that they allow me in. I can't ask for more.
Gary, who's next? Who would you like to reintroduce?
Well, Arthur Gregory Pugh, come back again, Arthur.
Hello, Cindy.
How are you? Once again, bringing your strong voice and your authoritative character into the center of the play. And tell us, we've seen you in other plays. What about this play makes you excited about this character?
I know, well, although the play itself has its diverse overtones, I never played it as that once I got the script and started reading it. It's just a beautiful love story that wraps around a cute little dog. And I understand everything else that is a part of it, but if you keep it to its basic elements, the story tells itself and everything else just paints the background for you.
You know what I have to say? I see a lot of headlines more than ever. I think since COVID, I will say, people's love of pets. We don't talk about that enough, but it's become a really big issue in America, a comfort zone, a security blanket in a time when so many more people are depressed, having anxiety, hating to put on the news and watching what's going on around the world. People are more dependent on their pets, even something like a fish.
Oh, yes. People love pets. People love pets because other people are crazy. You know what you're getting. You know what you're getting with a pet. Unconditional love and everything else is secondary.
Yeah, yeah.
Jackie, welcome back. I think you've been in every place so far. So
Gary's my alter ego, or maybe vice versa. I don't know.
Together, it's a relationship thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and I just love getting to be a character who I am not. I love not being me. I don't know if that makes me sound crazy, but no, I just love it. I just relate to Gary's works. I always say to him, he writes parts for me. I just always feel at home, no matter what type of character I'm playing in his plays.
And this is, by the way, this is a very different role for you than my other plays. The other ones would kind of be like closer to who Jackie is.
Yes, here I'm playing the Catholic, Joey Corrali, which I love because I am not him. Yeah.
So you are a former teacher. We've discussed that in the past, and you have played characters in the education arena. And today, I really have to say, is for many people back to school officially. And do you miss today?
It's interesting that you say that because I actually got a few texts from my former colleagues who are still teaching, and I don't miss the bureaucracy. I don't miss the lesson planning and the setting up. I do miss most of the kids. I do miss working with my colleagues, and depending on the decade, I've been in so many different fields. From sales to, in my younger days, a lot of acting and singing and songwriting, and
so it all comes full circle.
It has come full circle, and I am now living my dream. I'm living what I always wanted to do, act and sing.
And through this acting and singing, we are actually educating people. Where I think it's so important what Gary does, because even though he claims to be political in his themes, the reality is it's not political. Friendships with different people, it's a great lesson in life that there's so much more than what you see on TV about having an R or a D after your name or how you vote. Walking a dog should not make a difference in how you ignore somebody or treat somebody harshly.
Mhm. And it mirrors theater. I mean, we meet people who we might not in real life, and we become family, no matter how diverse we are.
Oh, yes.
Now I see somebody, Joanna, is that part of your team too? Was that somebody coming up? Okay, that's the beauty of technology. You don't know what hits you. I'm just getting.
Should I be writing another role for someone, or?
I said I have not directed someone else.
Okay, so now I'm going to go back to Gary.
Okay, so we're going to say, yeah, I'm sorry, go ahead.
When did you write Walking Charlie, and why did you write Walking Charlie?
Well, I wrote it more than a year ago, and I have a pug named Tiger. He's 7 years old. He's my muse. He sits on my lap, and he gives me inspiration and clarity. And I just thought, okay, because my plays, one of the themes is that there's more that unites us than divides us, and I just wanted to see, how does a dog bring people together? And I thought, well, these, Seth and Alondra, they're very different, but they're not. And I always want to show that we think we're different, but we're not. And that is so important. It just gets past the clutter of polarization and hatred. It's like, enough. Will you stop? We all put our pants on one leg at a time, as the old saying goes. And we share so much more than, we let on, we're told to let on.
And it's not even an American story. It's an international story with animals. But I do have a very serious question, Gary. For somebody who owns 4 cats, what should I say about this play?
Well, I own 2 cats. Yes, I should try to figure out something with a cat then. But they're going to, cats are more serene.
Correct.
They're more, they're above this. That's beneath them. Theater. Well,
Yes, dogs could play the role, definitely. Well, 2 of my cats totally could fit in because one crawls under the blanket and both of them sleep together.
Yeah,
But 2 of them, goodbye. But you're right, a dog is totally different. Do any of you own pets?
Oh, yes. Dog, my 2 grand doggies and kitty cats.
So I will say, if anything else, this play should be used by every person who loves their pets, talking about safety in their streets, regardless of what political party, because I now know certain areas, people can't walk their dogs, they don't feel safe. And that's an issue that really is something that could unite us in this time of turbulence before November.
Yes. Yes, I agree. Yes. Well, and it's just, and Charlie in the play is more than just a pet. Charlie embodies part of Arthur's heart.
Yes, he's
And with his, so it's a deeper, it's not just I'm going to walk Charlie today. It's a deeper emotional connection, which, some of us have had. And it's very pronounced. And I think a lot of pet owners,
yes,
they don't, right, Michelle, you just don't look at your dog.
Talk about more in your play. We only read the small part of it, but when you really get into the play, you'll see how that's exactly right. Everyone's coming together over the dog. That's the universal love, but it's about, being in the family and just human kindness to one another, overcoming what Gary says that you think you don't have in common, and you find out we all really do. We all just want to love, be loved, and be kind, and do the right thing.
And what a beautiful way to segue into Act 2. We're going to come back with more conversation. Act 2 of Walking Charlie.
And just a quick setup. So Alondra, who was a big macher at in Venezuela, she is looking for a job. So she helps Seth, his business is failing. She's going to be his accountant, and she's going to look at his books and give him some ideas what to do. Okay. And her husband, by the way, she thinks is still in prison in Venezuela for being a political dissident. So now, as this scene opens, she's going to be coming into visit Seth after going over the books. And
So we are jumping ahead to scene 5. This is Seth's living room in the afternoon. Joey sandpapers wood, humming a robust medieval song. Holds up the wood and waits. Charlie sits on the couch.
I'm supposed to guess?
You never will. Never, ever.
A very large toothpick.
No.
A very small baseball bat.
Sad. So very sad. Yes, I'm making a crossbow.
Why, Robin Hood? Oh, Joey. No, Joey, no. There's a court order of protection against you.
From coming within 50 feet of my stolen house, ergo the longer range of a crossbow. But when my asshole brother-in-law plops his fat face into my swimming pool, bing!
Arrows go whoosh.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do. Unlike you, I've actually fired one.
And did it ping on impact?
How the hell would I know unless I shot myself?
Exactly.
I guess I'm getting you a green Merryman hat for Christmas.
Already coming from Amazon. Since we're playing Guess My Day, why'd you bring the accounts book home?
I have a business meeting.
You never done that here.
And you've never built a crossbow. It's an historic day for the Turali James clan.
Are we being audited?
No.
Okay, the IRS isn't coming, but someone else. Someone I know?
Nope.
Not a friend, not an acquaintance, then a total stranger.
How are you going to guess the name of a total stranger?
Then stop torturing me and tell me who's reviewing my accounts, which I labor over day and
night. But you're not an accountant, Joey. I'm desperate. I need a professional opinion. The lady I met in the park.
The lady you hated?
Yeah.
Who hates Charlie?
Yeah, that one. She's a COO.
Oh, a COO. Well, and who am I after all?
My best friend?
So I thought.
Bzz, buzzer from downstairs.
Oh, that must be your savior now.
Or your Amazon package.
Seth lets Alondra in.
Thy name is Betrayal, and she has arrived. Come on, Charlie. Not everyone here likes dogs.
That's my roommate. We had a fight.
It happens in the best of relationships.
Yeah. Can I get you something to drink?
No, thank you. I'm working.
Alondra sits and removes a legal pad from her briefcase. Seth sits, safely distant. Joey returns, sitting far from Alondra.
Although you're already old friends, Joey Turali, this is Alondra Delgado.
The accountant?
Yes. And you're the roommate?
And I'm the... Okay, I can't think of anything.
What about the assassin?
Alondra, this is kind of awkward, but Joey has been my accountant.
Oh, you're a professional?
In a manner of speaking, I managed the wildly popular Hank and Henry's Grill in Cobble Hill for 10 years.
Joey does my books because he lives here rent-free since his ex-wife threw him out.
Oh, thank you for completely undermining my worth.
I'm just explaining our barter system.
Oh, I'm sure you contribute to many things, like cooking.
Every single day, as well as doing all the cleaning. Look around. You could eat my ravioli al forno off of these floors.
They do sparkle.
Murphy's soap. I also make Charlie's clothes. I'm working on a down jacket.
Don't forget the latest, Robin.
It's a crossbow.
To shoot his brother-in-law.
Who ran off with my wife. He's her stepbrother. Disgusting, right?
Well, I've heard worse.
Oh, really? And where have you heard worse than incest?
In Baruta.
Venezuela, duh.
Do these people have the same parent?
Their folks married when they were teenagers.
Then it's not incest. There's no blood ties.
Oh, then why am I so upset? Silly Joey. I only lost my wife, my house, my dog, my life, plus I got a pin in my ankle.
Joey fell off their 10-foot wall watching them frolicking.
Oh, that'll teach you to spy on people having marital relations.
It was my damn marital bed.
All right. Time out here. Time out. Thank you, children. So, how do the books look, Alondra?
Please, Alondra, do tell.
Well, actually, everything's in order. Your business is just falling apart.
Gee, I didn't realize that'd happen if I lost my customers.
You have to fire some workers.
I let 2 go last year.
You have the same number of workers as you did 5 years ago. And your profits have dropped 61%.
My father and grandfather always said, remember, they're people, not employees. These men and women are loyal. They work hard and no one asks for free Starbucks.
But you can't afford.
Francisco's wife just had a baby. Hassan's wife needs surgery. These folks have families. I don't. No one gets laid off.
Well, then sell the business.
You mean quit? They had their hard times, but my grandfather never quit and my father never quit, and I'll be damned if I end James and Son on my knees.
Well, that's very noble, but you still don't have the money to pay the quarterly taxes. You've been delinquent for a year.
What? Is this true?
Yeah, I don't want to upset you.
Because I'm taking it so well now.
Please, I might have a solution. Just don't pay the taxes.
Right.
Why not?
How about, it's against the law?
Your government promised to protect you, and they haven't. They don't deserve your money.
Oh, just a second here. Hello, Mr. Mayor? I won't be paying my taxes anymore.
Until you arrest the criminals and protect the decent people, Mr. Mayor, Mr. Governor, Mr. President.
Like they care what I say.
No, they don't, Seth. That's the point.
Fine. Say I don't pay.
Well, there are always consequences, as Maurizio would say.
Who?
Mauricio Delgado, my husband, the produce king of Baruta.
You just made that up, didn't you?
No, he's a legend. Once the communists destroyed my country, crime went wild. Hoodlums kept robbing Maurizio's stores. We had 7 stores. The police were too busy arresting political dissidents to bother protecting us. So my husband organized all the shopkeepers into protest. For 3 magic weeks, the people of Baruta, of Venezuela, chanted El Presidente Mauricio when he took on the government. Each person wore their store's main product around their necks.
Like?
Corn, plantain. Maurizio preferred mangoes, which he sold at his very first stand.
Weren't mangoes kind of messy?
Well, Maurizio didn't care. That's the sort of man he is.
Did it work?
Oh, no. Los hijos de puta crushed the protest. Many went to jail. Maurizio has been there for 4 years, 2 months, and 5 days. there are always consequences for those who speak up.
Yeah, well, thanks anyway, but things go in cycles. It'll get better. I mean, this is Brooklyn, not Baruta.
Oh, we thought the same thing. This is Baruta, not Havana. This is Baruta, not Managua, until it was. Do you have 23,545 in back taxes to save your workers' jobs, Seth? Well, silence also has consequences.
End scene.
I have to tell you that that part with the taxes, I think everybody wants to agree with whether or not they're legal, illegal. People just started paying taxes. They feel like they are not living the American dream. So I have to tell you, I don't think that's an immigration issue. I think that's just people just tired of the cost of living so high. And it really was very powerful. How long ago did you write this?
About a year, a little over a year and a half ago. We've had 3 readings. We had 2 in Manhattan. We had 1 in Freehold. And now, as always, we want to have more readings, get a production going.
Mm-hmm.
That's always the goal. Yeah, but I guess, it still is so, it's so timely. Like you said, taxes affect everyone. That's the point. So many of these issues that people fight about, it affects almost everyone. That's what's so crazy about it.
Well, here's my question to you, Gary, because you write all these and you follow and you're passionate about it. When you have a live audience watching this and you have a diverse audience because you go to different places to do these readings, how is the reaction?
Oh, can I speak to that, Gary? Because I'm the one who's like,
Yeah.
Michelle, go ahead.
I have to tell you something. It's so funny, Cindy. I say this, he gets me every time. When we have our live readings, wherever we are, brings me to tears. If you read the whole story, you would see how it comes together. There's so many parts, and you look around, there are people crying in the audience. When the laughter begins, the funny parts, they're laughing in the audience. People have so related and spoken to us after. Ask my actors. I just sit back there and watch as they're like bombarded by the audience at the end. It's wonderful to see how the audience really gets it.
And yarmulkes are flying.
They are.
Well, it's not just a Jewish audience. You go to all places. And that was going to be my next question. Regardless of age, location, it's powerful the way Michelle just described it. And I bet when it's over, people like they're waiting for more and they don't realize it's over.
Yes, it is true. Very, very true. Yes. Or everyone, like you said, Cindy, it's not just Jewish audiences. We're in Freehold. It's multicultural. When we were in New York, multicultural, everything. We've been a few places and everyone, yes, the audience receives it so well and feels.
Sorry to interrupt, but it's so wonderful. Arthur plays the Jewish person, I play the Catholic person, and we got the Hispanic ruling the roost, and it's just really interesting.
Well,
really good.
That's really good casting because you're not typecasting. You're really changing it around, and it could be anybody else. Have you ever tried changing the parts?
I don't think I would have the James Earl Jones voice.
Well, that's the thing. When you go against the narrative, when you go against stereotype, you're asking your audience, instead of profiling people, instead of viewing them a specific way when you look at them, okay, as too often happens, now you have to go, oh, wait, this is a little different. It's like we did a black and white cookie. And so Arthur played the black Republican, which is what? And then Jackie played the homeless Jew. It's like, wait. And that's what, as long as it's credible, it just makes people realize that don't stereotype.
It's America.
Don't judge.
Mm-hmm.
Have you found, because we are now I guess today's the official day that everybody starts paying attention to November elections, and so it might be a little bit too early. But a month from now, I'd love to ask if, as you're going around the country with these plays, what the reaction is and how it's relating to the political climate in November. Even though it really is not a major political year, it's always a political year because everybody's moving forward. Have you ever been like told, you can't have this play or something because you're getting too political?
I mean, I've had issues with Dancing on Glass. I had a Jewish theater who wanted to do it, and suddenly they didn't. That was that was a couple of weeks ago. There was a theater in Los Angeles who did a 6-week run of A Black and White Cookie, and we were setting up a meeting. We had a director, we had one of the leads. It was, okay, when are we going to produce it? And suddenly I got a very cryptic text back. Well, it's not for us. So, there are things in the plays which will upset people. This play looks at that we have legal immigrants, then we have illegal immigrants. Well, I'm not, telling people how to feel. I'm just saying, draw your own conclusions. But it's sometimes hard for people. They need to be comfortable. They need to see everyone wearing the kind of the clothes coming across as they expect. And when they're suddenly asked to do something, but as Michelle said, it becomes emotional because once they get past that, we did a play, which we haven't done, A Tomato Can't Grow in the Bronx, which Jackie and Michelle, Jackie was the stars, Michelle was involved. It's about a working class Jewish family in the 1960s. And then we did that in Freehold, and it was sold out run. And we had very diverse audiences. And everyone was saying, oh, yeah, my grandmother was like that. My mother was like, it transcends. And I think that's what we always have to keep working on. We must transcend the obvious.
Absolutely. And I mean, even though you keep bringing up temples and yarmulkes throwing, I mean, just look at this cast right here. I think there's 2 people besides me Jewish here. So, I mean, half of us aren't even Jewish. And this could play in a church as well. I'm sorry, what?
I am also.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know. Okay.
No, there's no one. There's only of the cast of 5. There's only 1 Jewish character. In Dancing on Glass, there was only 3 out of 6 Jewish characters. In The Black and White Cookie, there was 1 Jewish character out of 5. So it's just.
And my daughter was Asian.
And your daughter was yeah, right. We cast the role for his Jewish daughter as Asian. So that's what you like to do, right? That's what you like to do.
Because it's really, the Jewish grandmother's like the Italian grandmother, like the Chinese and Asian grandmother.
Grandmothers are grandmothers.
Exactly. And dogs are dogs. It doesn't matter if it's in a kosher home or in a Hallel home. If you love your pet and you take care of it and you treat it like one of the family, it's universal.
Yeah, isn't it fun when you're walking your dogs and you see someone who doesn't speak English giving instructions to their dog? It's like, oh, they understand. Right.
Is there kosher dog food?
There is. There's kosher cat food too, by the way. The Passover I even had.
Oh, that's funny.
So here's my next question, and I'm really going to bring it into Judith because you've been pretty quiet over there. Tell us, have you had any kind of response from the audience being, you're playing the Hispanic and you're not Hispanic, obviously. Has anybody come up and said, maybe it's a stereotype as opposed to, Michelle's laughing, so there's a story there. So go ahead.
I was waiting for that question.
Well, I have to say that somebody in the audience came up and told me, was surprised that I am not Hispanic because my accent was better than hers and she was Hispanic. And that caused us a little bit of a laugh, to have a little bit of a laugh, but I'm sorry.
I said it, Judy, the first time we did it, a Hispanic woman played the role and your Spanish accent was better than hers.
And she was from Venezuela.
And she was from Venezuela. Right?
I mean, I have said, a Spanish person should do this role. And then was asked, well, can you try it out? Is there any reason why you can't do it? And there really is no reason why I can't do it. I don't feel that I'm being disrespectful. I don't think I'm taking the place of someone else. This is just how this particular play rolled out, that I got the opportunity to do that.
Absolutely.
We were not,
Absolutely.
it wasn't like anybody was being overlooked. It
No.
just happened to be that I was the only one standing at the time, kind of a thing.
So you say that, just look how on Broadway, Gypsy was played by Audra McDonald and she got rave reviews, which was traditionally, Ethel Merman and Angela Lansbury. And, it really was a true story about a Jewish woman. Or even Hello, Dolly, and I'm now going back way before all this was popular, when Pearl Bailey played Dolly.
Mm.
And you knew I was going to say that because you shook your head. I mean, quality talent is quality talent, and that's great.
Casting a role is not as easy as just what you see. There's a lot more to it. And this is how it just panned out.
Because you should forget what their ancestry is.
Exactly what
That's it.
Right.
It doesn't matter. It should not matter. Now that's being very naive and
Yes,
too much,
yeah.
but that's the goal. You should just not whatever.
As long as it works. It's
Yes, we had Hamilton.
believable.
All the diverse people were playing our founding fathers. Right. I mean, it's like, yeah, so it was fun. It was, talk about going against the stereotypes, the genius of that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And availabilities.
And availability. Who you can cast, yes. Who's in the hood that you can cast. Yeah, little thing like that. Yes, indeed.
So my next question, I guess, is to Arthur.
Yes.
Okay, you play, I guess, you said it best. I couldn't figure out, but that James Earl Jones boy, and it comes through in a lot of the plays.
Yeah, it's great.
If you didn't have to play those roles, which role would you like to play in Gary's plays that hasn't been one you played? Because now this is our third play, and next week we're going to even have another one. We've gotten so much great response to these. So,
I think the only one I haven't done, Gary helped me out here, is Tomato.
Yeah, so you should play the grandfather.
Absolutely.
Sorry, Jackie. Showbiz. It's a tough racket.
On the unemployment line again.
You would be, yeah.
To be the son-in-law,
Oh, yeah. All right, I could dye my hair, don't
so we've now seen Dancing on Glass, A Black and White Cookie, and this play. Out of the three plays we saw, can you see yourself playing the other lead in A Black and White Cookie and reverse it?
Wow.
So, well, Jackie would play my
You guys would switch.
yeah, Donald and the homeless man.
Yes.
I have played a homeless man before, so it wouldn't be that big of a leap. So anything is possible.
See, that's another good thing about where Michelle and Gary being the team they are, that the acting roles are interchangeable among new cast and old cast and even surprise cast, as we'll have a big announcement next week after our final production. So before we close, I'm going to really hand this over to Gary the last few minutes. Anything you want to say and share about this play and what you hope people leave here today thinking about, being it's basically September 2nd, the first day back to school, the first day back to work for many, and looking forward to the fall season. And for many people, fall's actually the favorite season. They think ahead already towards Thanksgiving and Christmas, and they love the weather, the leaves outside, the pumpkins. Everybody's getting their lattes already with pumpkin spice. So tell us what you want to share on this exciting September 2nd, Gary.
That we're all at the end of the day, there's more that unites us than divides us. That we all want the same things. It's just, different permutations of it. And we're all just people. We want to be happy. We want to have good jobs. We want to be in love. We want our children to be healthy. We want the world to be safer. I mean, really, that's what we all want. And just remember that.
And that's a beautiful statement. And it's a political statement for all of us to say, regardless of who you vote for. If we all have this in mind, we will fix our governments around the world and our security around the world and make it just a little happier.
Amen.
Thank you so much, team. And again,
Thank you.
Walking Charlie by Gary Morgenstein and his wonderful team. And you'll be back next week for the final four, as we like to call it. And we're going to have a huge announcement at the end of next week's show. So everybody, please make sure you're here next week and share it out because it's really a big announcement. Thank you so much for joining Right for America.
Thank
And
you.
we're going to go right into my closing.
Thank you.
And with that, we're going to have my closing pearls of wisdom. And my closing pearls of wisdom, if you see, I'm trying to find out updates about what the big announcement was from the Oval Office. And I still can't figure out because there are so many people trying to put their own spin on what's going on. I honestly can't figure out. It sounds like the president was announcing the move of the command center from Colorado into Alabama, something that he actually started the Space Command in 45 tenure, and that Biden moved it for Jared Polis, and now it's going back. But I really want to talk about a bigger issue, and that's the projection of what was happening in the predictions. Because I saw things that I can't believe people had the effort to put into writing, such as Trump hasn't had a press conference. He must be really sick and dying to arrest the various people, to being embarrassed about overturns in woke cities run by Obama-led judges. People, get a life. People, find something important to do. You have too much time on the internet. There are too many people who think they are very important and found a life playing on a phone or a computer like this all day. It's sick. It's not healthy. Today it's Trump. Tomorrow it's going to be you. That's right. Because you're making yourselves very visible to people. You're making yourselves sick over nonsense. Look, I didn't like Obama. I didn't like Biden. But I didn't sit all day predicting death and harm to any of these people. I don't even predict harm and death to the people who want to kill me as a Jew and a Zionist. It is sick. Pray for your governments. Pray for the population around the world. These ideas that you're passing around are crazy. The people that are doing the mass shootings are preparing themselves. They're letting people know they're sick. And nobody is taking the responsibility to help them. I mean, a big question right now. Should the mother of the latest shooter that killed 2 little children, 8 and 10, be arrested? Because she knew what her son was going through, her daughter was going through, her son, whatever you want to call it. They all knew what he was writing and what he was planning. And when is it a parent's responsibility to take charge? Which is a perfect time to talk about schools. What is the responsibility of everybody in school? Including other students, other parents, guidance and nurses, and community leaders. These things don't pop up overnight. Writing manifestos doesn't happen overnight, and predicting the death of a president doesn't happen overnight. I was with Donald Trump, literally with him, a month ago. He never looked or sounded better. And I've been with him several times. He was alert. He was happy. He lost weight. He did not have a lot of makeup on, the camera makeup. He was outstanding. Comparing him to Biden is a joke. We all saw. In fact, I was at the America First warehouse with hundreds of people watching the first debate. And so many people around him knew he was going to have a problem that night. It was exposed. Jake Tapper recently said Dana Bash passed him a note. He lost the election during that debate. People, you don't have to love a president. You don't even have to love everything they do, but you can love him. But you got to be respectful. It's called respecting yourself. What you write on social media, what you talk about, what pictures you share speaks volumes about what you think about yourself. Be proud that you live in America today, because so many people around the world are still dying to live here, even in the worst cities with the highest crime. Even the cities that have rats all over and nowhere to sleep except a filthy sidewalk. They'd rather be here than anywhere else. And you are here. And women especially, in so many countries, you're not allowed to talk, speak up, vote, drive, go to schools, own a business, or be a single parent. You're shunned. Think about that as you go on and on and on, ranting garbage. We will all find out after the show, of course, what actually went on, because I'm very excited to hear what the president has to say. The same way I would be excited for anybody else. Be smart, be brave, but also love yourself. Because if you love yourself, you're not going to take part in any of this nonsense. Again, we'll see you next week. Welcome to fall. And this is Cindy Gross, the Jewess Patriot. Remember, you don't have to be Jewish to be a part of our show. Thank you for tuning in to Write for America at the America First Warehouse. Take care.